Did you see that Elon and Zuck fight is going to be a cage match? Nah, I saw Elon's trying to duck out of it. I said from the beginning that fight's never going to happen. If it did, Elon would get his ass beat. Mark Zuckerberg literally trains constantly. Like even before this fight, he is a black belt jiu-jitsu practitioner who has won a tournament before. That fight will never happen. Elon was never going to actually fight. It's all just his insatiable appetite for attention. Isn't Elon like 200 pounds heavier? Well, yeah, because it looks like he's smuggling bowling balls in his torso. He's not 200 pounds of athletic, athletic lean muscle mass or anything. I don't think he's ever jogged in his life. I don't think he's ever thrown a punch. Like he is, and he certainly doesn't take anything seriously. So there's no shot he's training. So he 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 500 pounds. It wouldn't make a difference. He would lose badly. Do you think skill beats strength? 99% of the time, skill will beat strength. Yeah, I firmly believe that. Of course, if we're talking David versus Goliath mismatches, yeah, I do think Goliath will sometimes be able to just overcome skill. But 9 times out of 10, I really feel like skill will outmatch strength. You can see it all the time, especially in like untrained bodybuilders versus trained fighters. It happens all the time. They get their hands. They get their hands. They get hands put on them and they panic. They don't know what to do. They can't move like that. They can't fight like that. Bradley Martin. Bradley Martin's never going to fight any of the people he's calling out, I don't think. But in a case like Bradley Martin, I do think the mismatch, like against Mighty Mouse, if Bradley Martin somehow managed to like catch him off guard and actually get a hold of him, it'd be a very tough thing for Mighty Mouse to overcome just because of the size. But I really feel it's so unlikely that that freak situation would happen. Like, I really doubt it. I think Mighty Mouse would still probably fucking win. Like, handily. McGregor called out Jake Paul. Yeah, I saw. This is resub KPQ. I don't think that fight will ever happen. Hate to say it, but Paul would knock out McGregor. I I don't know. I thought he'd lose against Nate Diaz. I was wrong. Maybe he would knock out McGregor. I don't know. I don't like Jake Paul. I'll always root against him, but I'll never really know if he can beat talented fighters or not. He's just fighting people so far out of their prime in a field that they're not actively trained for. The one time he like actually fought a boxer, he lost. Hasn't he only fought old and retired people so far? Yeah, pretty much. And one boxer whom he lost to. You saw Nate's form during that fight? Looked like someone's drunk uncle fighting. I only saw a couple clips. He didn't look that bad. I saw him put him in like a triangle choke, or not a fucking triangle choke. Put him in that choke at the very end. Well, pseudo choke at the very end. Yeah, it was like some kind of like pseudo guillotine, I guess. But I didn't watch the whole fight. Maybe he looked really bad up until then. No clue. I don't pay for fucking Jake Paul fights. I just see the clips on Twitter to get the gist. There's the Bits Cookie and the resub Squessy. He was doing this weird, like, double fist shove thing. That's cool. Wait, was he doing, like, one of these? That's a classic. If he was, I might have to go back and watch the whole thing. Hit him with the gum gum bazooka. Cool, I'll have to check it out then. That sounds fun. And the Risa Bohemian. Why do they keep making live action anime? Because it's a built-in audience. It's a no-brainer. Thanks, Regia. Thanks, tier 1. Plop. And the prime Shork. Does it surprise me that Barbie's doing so well? I mean, I'm not surprised it's doing well. I'm surprised it's doing over $1 billion well, though. That's crazy successful. I think everyone knew Barbie would be successful, but not to that level. It's the 5th largest property in the world, my dude. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised it's successful. Nobody is. It's just I wouldn't have expected it to gross $1 billion already. Or ever, really, actually. I wouldn't have thought a Barbie movie would do $1 million. The only reason it's doing so well is because it's actually a pretty decent movie. Like, if it was a pile of shit, it would not be over $1 billion right now. No chance. But it's like it's a decent movie. So it's not just the property that carried it. It's just a pretty solid film. A RuneScape movie would do more than Barbie. A RuneScape movie would be horrible. I don't even know what they'd do. You can maybe make a cool movie out of a couple of the quests. But, like, what the fuck would you do for a RuneScape movie? Doesn't RuneScape have lore? Yeah, to a certain extent, but you have to remember, a lot of it's self-aware comedy. I know most people in RuneScape just hold spacebar through all the quest dialogue. You would be shocked at the amount of quests that are literally just jokes. Like, literally just jokes. There's real lore in there for sure, but a lot of it is also just goofiness for the sake of being fun. Does RuneScape have any form of storyline? It has multiple storylines. Not like at least I don't think, like an overarching plot or a looming danger on the whole. But each quest, well, not each quest. Some of the quests have entire lines to them. So like Desert Treasure 2, which is the most newly released one. Then you also have things like Song of the Elves being a part of the Underground Pass storyline, I believe. Abby Big Storm. What was the last billion-dollar box office movie besides any Marvel film? I can't really remember. Mario. Mario was the other billion-dollar movie franchise or movie from this year. Thanks, Resub Taylor. Avatar 2 from last year, yeah. I think he was talking about this year, though. Because if we're including both years, then yeah. There were a few last year. Like Top Gun, Avatar. I think the only $2 billion grossing movies this year are Mario and Barbie. And then third place, I think, is Spider-Man. Let's see. Or no, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oh no, it is Spider-Man. Spider-Man just beat Guardians. No, I can't tell. I was looking at domestic. Thanks to Tier 1 Clyde and the Resub Monkey. And the Prime Mac. Meg 2 gonna make $100 opening week. You say that, but it's popular. It's not small.